Hey there, I'm Floria. Let me tell you how I turned my life around after years of family drama. Picture this: I'm a 28-year-old painter, chasing my dreams in the concrete jungle of New York City. Sounds glamorous, right? Well, it's been anything but. Growing up, it always felt like I was just a shadow of my older brother, Marcus. Mom would gush over his every accomplishment while barely glancing in my direction. There was this one moment I'll never forget. I'd won first place in the school art fair, a big deal for me. Heart pounding, I rushed home, blue ribbon in hand, only to have her barely look up from her phone. "That's nice, honey," she murmured before immediately raving about Marcus making the varsity football team. It was always the same. Marcus this, Marcus that. Don't get me wrong, I love my brother, but it hurt to feel invisible in my own family. Now, though, things are different. I got a little studio in Brooklyn, and my art is finally selling. And even more exciting, I'm getting married to the most amazing guy, Jack. He's been my rock through all the family chaos. "Your mom's going to lose it when she sees you in that dress," Jack said, a smile lighting up his face as we discussed the wedding plans. I wanted to believe him, I really did. So I picked up the phone and called Mom to make sure she had the date saved. "Hey Mom, just double checking that you're all set for the wedding next month." There was a long, heavy pause on the other end. "Oh, sweetie, about that. Marcus is having the grand opening for his new shop that day. I promised I'd be there to support him." My heart dropped. "But Mom, it's my wedding day. Can't you come to both? You know how important this is for your brother." "I'm sure you understand," she replied, her voice brisk. I didn't understand. Not at all. After I hung up, I just sat there, numb. Jack found me an hour later, staring blankly at the wall. "Floria, what's wrong?" he asked softly. I told him everything, my voice barely a whisper. "She's not coming, Jack. She's going to Marcus's shop opening instead." Jack pulled me close, his voice steady. "Floria, she's the one missing out. We're going to have a beautiful day, with or without her." I nodded, trying to believe him, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd never be enough for her. As I leaned into Jack's embrace, I wondered if I'd always be the overlooked daughter. The wedding day arrived, and despite Jack's reassurances, I couldn't shake the emptiness gnawing at me. Standing in front of the mirror in my white gown, my best friend Sarah adjusted my veil. "You look stunning, Floria. Jack's going to lose it when he sees you." I forced a smile, hiding the ache. "Thanks, Sarah. I just wish." She squeezed my hand. "I know, honorable, but don't let her absence ruin your day. This is about you and Jack." The ceremony was beautiful, but my gaze kept drifting to the empty seat where Mom should have been. Sensing my distraction, Jack squeezed my hand as the officiant declared, "I now pronounce you husband and wife." As his lips met mine, I pushed thoughts of my family aside and focused on our future. Months flew by, and my art career took off. I landed a spot in a prestigious gallery, and my paintings were selling faster than I could make them. Jack was thrilled. "You're killing it, babe. We have to celebrate." Life felt full, until I stumbled across Mom's social media. There she was, grinning at Marcus's shop opening, celebrating his birthday, even out for a random Tuesday night dinner. Jack noticed my clenched jaw. "You okay?" he asked, concern in his eyes. "She's there, Jack. Every single event. Every time he calls, she's there." I couldn't hold it in anymore. I dialed her number, my hands shaking. She picked up, cheerful as ever. "Floria, is everything all right?" "No, Mom, it's not," I replied, my voice sharper than I'd intended. "I've seen your posts. You've been at every single one of Marcus's events. Oh, honey, don't be so sensitive." My mom's voice sounded almost annoyed. "You know your brother needs more support with his business ventures. And I didn't need support on my wedding day." I asked, hurt bubbling up into anger. "You've always been so independent, Floria. I thought you'd understand." "Understand what?" "That I'll never be as important as Marcus." "Now you're just being dramatic. You know I love you both equally." I scoffed, feeling the sting of years of neglect sharpen. "Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like Marcus is your golden child, and I'm just an afterthought." "Floria, you're blowing this out of proportion. Maybe when you have kids of your own, you'll understand." "Understand what?" "How to play favorites." "No thanks." I hung up, my hands trembling. Tears filled my eyes as Jack wrapped me in a hug, his voice a gentle anchor. "You didn't deserve that, Floria. Your mom's behavior is toxic." I took a shaky breath, wrestling with the ache and the anger. What am I supposed to do, Jack? She's still my mom. Maybe, he said softly, it's time to create some distance. Focus on your art, on us. You don't need that negativity. He was right. I couldn't keep waiting for her approval, sacrificing my own happiness. You're right, I'm done trying to win her over. From now on, I'm living for me. That night, I blocked my mom and Marcus on social media. It hurt, but I felt lighter. The next morning, I went to my studio, picked up my brush, and felt a surge of freedom I hadn't felt in years. This was my life, my art, my choice. For the first time, I felt truly free. 2 years passed in a whirlwind of paint and success. My art was selling faster than I could create it, and Jack and I were expecting our first child. Life was good, really good. One day, while I was in my studio, the doorbell rang. To my surprise, it was my Aunt Marge, looking anxious. "Floria, sweetie, we need to talk." We sat down, and she fidgeted with her purse, a hint of fear in her eyes. "There's something you need to know about Marcus and your mother." My heart sank. "What's going on, Aunt Marge?" She sighed, looking me in the eye. "Marcus's business. It's not what it seems. He's been laundering money." I felt as if the room was spinning. "What? How do you know?" "I overheard your mother on the phone. She's involved too, Floria. They've been using your college fund to finance this whole operation." My mind reeled. My college fund. Why? "There's more," she continued, her voice a whisper. "Remember your wedding day? Your mother wasn't at Marcus's shop opening. She was meeting with some shady people, setting up new investments." My chest tightened as betrayal crashed over me. So she lied to me about everything. Aunt Marge nodded, her face etched with regret. "I'm so sorry, sweetie. I couldn't keep this from you any longer." After she left, I sat alone, numb with shock. Jack came home to find me still there, tears streaming down my face. "Floria, what happened?" I poured everything out, my voice breaking as I recounted Aunt Marge's revelations. Jack's face hardened, his jaw clenched. "They've manipulated you for years," he said, his voice low with anger. "You don't deserve this, Floria." I looked down at my swollen belly, torn between the love for my family and the pain they caused. "What do we do now?" Jack paced the room, his face set with determination. "We can't let them get away with this, Floria. It's not just about you anymore. We have to think about our child." I took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the decision ahead. We could tip off the authorities. Anonymously, let them investigate. "But that's my family, Jack," I whispered, the ache of betrayal twisting within me. "Your family," he said, his voice steady, "who stole from you, lied to you, and prioritized themselves over you for years." My hands shook as I picked up the phone and dialed the local police station. "Hello, I'd like to report some suspicious financial activity." As I spoke, a heavy weight lifted from my shoulders. This was it, the moment I stopped being a victim and took control of my life. When I hung up, Jack pulled me into his arms. "You did the right thing, Floria. I'm proud of you." I nodded, tears blurring my vision. "I just hope I can live with what I've done." Jack placed a hand on my stomach. "Remember, they made their choices. You're protecting our family, our future." As I felt our baby kick, I knew he was right. It was time to break free from the toxic cycle and create a better life for our child. Whatever happened next, we'd face it together. Months flew by, and before I knew it, I cradled my newborn daughter, Lily, in my arms, with Jack grinning beside me. "She's perfect, Floria. Just like her mom." Lost in Lily's tiny features, I barely noticed Jack turning up the TV. Breaking news. Local businessman Marcus Thompson arrested on charges of fraud and money laundering. The anchor announced. My jaw dropped as footage showed my brother being led away in handcuffs. Jack squeezed my hand. "You okay, babe?" I don't know. "It's surreal," I whispered. Just then, my phone buzzed. It was my mom. I hesitated before answering. "Floria, thank God you picked up. It's all a mistake. You have to help us," she pleaded, her voice frantic. "Help you? How?" I asked, already knowing her answer. "We need money for Marcus's bail. And I need a place to stay. They've frozen all our accounts." Anger surged within me. "So now you need me? After years of treating me like I didn't matter?" "Honey, please, I'm your mother. Family helps family." "Family?" I scoffed. "You stole my college fund. You chose Marcus's schemes over my wedding day." I'm sorry, Floria. We can make this right, I promise." I looked over at Lily, sleeping peacefully in her crib. No, Mom, I have my own family to protect. I can't get involved in your mess. But where will I go? What will I do? I took a deep breath. Figure it out, just like I had to. Goodbye, Mom. I hung up, my hands shaking, and Jack pulled me close. You did the right thing, Floria, he murmured. We can't let them drive us back into their drama. 5 years went by in a blink. Lily had blossomed into a spunky little artist, and I was preparing for my biggest gallery opening yet. As I hung my final piece, Jack walked in with Lily in tow. Mommy, it's so pretty, Lily exclaimed, her eyes wide with admiration. I scooped her up, kissing her cheek. Thanks, sweetie. Want to help me name this one? As Lily pondered, Jack showed me his phone. Check this out. It was a news article. Marcus Thompson sentenced to 15 years. Mother struggles to find employment amid scandal. I felt a strange mix of emotions. Not quite sadness, not quite satisfaction. You okay? Jack asked. I nodded, glancing around the gallery. Yeah. For the first time in forever, I really am. Just then, a crowd started to gather. Art critics, buyers, even a few celebrities. Jack gave me a quick kiss. Knock 'em dead, babe. We'll be right here, cheering you on. I caught sight of my reflection in a nearby mirror. The insecure, overlooked daughter was gone. In her place stood a confident artist, a loving mother, and a devoted wife. Ready, Miss Thompson? My assistant asked, smiling. I squeezed Jack's hand and ruffled Lily's hair. More than ready. Let's do this. As I stepped forward to address the crowd, I felt nothing but gratitude for my chosen family and the bright future ahead. The toxic influences of my past were just that, in the past. And as I began my speech, I knew that the best was yet to come. Now here's a question for you. If you were in Floria's shoes, would you have tipped off the authorities about your family's illegal activities? Or would you have kept quiet, even after years of mistreatment? This dilemma pits family loyalty against personal integrity, and it's a tough call. What would you do in this situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective could spark some really interesting discussions. If you enjoyed Floria's journey and want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to us and helps bring more compelling stories to life. Thanks for watching.